Oh. Okay, so
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to Monday Night Live. Take two.
Take two. I don't know. At least it was only the first minute or so. Yeah, you need to watch your tone though. She's over here wagging her tail.
Aww.
Yes. So we don't have anybody on yet. We kind of just decided to come live today and do a quick live.
Yes, it was kind of a busy day today. We were wrapped up with a bunch of things. And so just after dinner, we got kind of settled up and took care of Maggie. Miss Maggie's been pretty sore.
Yes. Yes. Hello, Remy.
Hey, Remy.
Yeah.
So yes, it was a busy week. Yeah. So Angie started her new job.
I did today.
And so she was doing that all day. And because of that, we decided to transform the back end of the trailer, which is where we're broadcasting from.
Yes. Yeah, you can see in the trailer now.
So now it's an office area, built a custom desk area for it.
Yes, our whole end that used to have two chairs is now, well, it still has two chairs, but it's now a long desk and an office area. So, yeah. I'm a little bit of an emotional, I'm wore out. I'm just done today, I think. Not today, but the last few days. We've had a lot of things go on. And so some of you might know if you're on our Facebook or if you are on our Facebook page. For those, well, we'll get into that in a second. For those that don't know, I started a new job today. Did I say that already?
We already
did. See, I'm emotionally and physically tired. So we started a new job today. I've been dealing with my hand. It's not back to being 100% still. A few things have gone on with plumbing in the house. And then yesterday, Miss Maggie got hit by a car. And yeah, that
took a lot out of us.
Yeah. And so I guess tonight we'll wait just a few more minutes so we can explain what happened to her, where she's at, and what we hope for the future. And for those that don't know which dog is which, because we do have, I want to say 4, but really it's 3.5. Bubba is on his last leg. So Maggie is our puppy that we got. We picked her up in January, so she's 8 months old.
Mm-hmm.
The Bernedoodle, and so yeah. So we'll get into that in a minute. So we have Remy here. We said hello to Remy. How's Maggie? She is sleeping behind Mike. Well, no, she's awake, but she's laying down behind Mike right now.
Yes.
We pulled the couch out for her so she had somewhere comfy to be.
She's got her pain meds in her, and she's resting as comfortably as we can make her.
Yes, pretty much. Marilyn is here too. Hello, hello. Yes, it was a good day for work. Work-wise was a really good day. It felt a little different getting back into the office-y, kind of mindset, but it was something I think I needed to. So I love routine, even though I don't like to admit it. I think I need it. So it was good. Tabitha says,
we painted 2 of our rooms in our big trailer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes, that's awesome.
It's always a great feeling of, when you get something accomplished like that.
Hello, hello from Kettle Kitchen. Hello, hello. There's Marilyn's other account. Hello. Everyone's just saying hello to each other. Yep. I'm a lumber girl today, I think. I was a couple weeks ago. I was a lumber girl, sort of. Yep. Splitting wood. Kettle Kitchen says, I sent you guys an email a while ago, been waiting, but now I understand you've been busy. To be honest, checked if it was our personal, well, you wouldn't have our personal email. So if it's our Me and You Acres email. I haven't checked that in a little bit, so I will check it tonight.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sorry about that. Hi guys, how's Maggie? She is good. She is maybe I can bring the computer. She is just laying down right there with Becca. She just wants to be around us. And yeah, she is such a trooper. She's a love bug. Thank you. Thank you. Maggie is my dog soulmate. Yes. Maggie was named Remy's suggestion. So we kind of let YouTube pick the name for our pup a while back when we first got her. And Remy came up with something that meant something to both of us. And so it suits her too. She's a Maggie. So I guess now we have a few people in so we can explain what happened to Maggie. You want to go ahead?
So I was working on the house and we were upstairs trying to clad in the last gable end. And Maggie and Brody were outside. Becca was on her leash. I didn't realize Brody was outside, and a cyclist came by. And so Maggie ran to the top of the drive and came back because she won't leave the drive.
She never ever really leaves the property.
And then because Brody was out, Brody bolted and took off and wouldn't listen, and she followed.
Yeah.
And
which is also unlike Brody. Like,
yeah,
if Bob, our neighbor, is up, he knows Bob feeds them, so he goes over to Bob's house. But typically, it's not normal for him not to listen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I got down off the house and was halfway up the driveway calling them when I heard a loud thump. And right away I knew what had happened. I heard her whining, so I knew it was Maggie, and I took off running. By the time I got the rest of the way up the driveway, they had taken off down the road, and all I could see was
don't give any details. Yeah,
and they had dogs in their car, so I was really surprised they took off.
Yeah. It's sad, and they were speeding. So right away we knew something was wrong with Maggie. She couldn't walk, and so we brought her to an emergency vet. And the emergency vet took X-rays, and I actually have one of them here. So the hip joint, the femur bone, and that ball that goes in the joint, she was hit so hard that ball part was hit or split in two.
Yeah.
And so the vets actually, I don't know if it's going to show up well. It's probably not because of the light. Hold on. Well, maybe. Up. Yeah. So right here is the socket that goes into the hip joint, and that's what is broken. So we talked to the vet about, they couldn't do the surgery there. And so we talked to the vet like, okay, so if she does get the surgery, what are her chances of having a normal life and a good life? And he said, from my their point of view, she should be able to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave us pain medicine because they couldn't do anything at the emergency vet, and they gave us pain medicine, X-rayed her, and sent her home. And so now we are waiting for a surgeon to call us back, basically. So she's still, and she's so loving. It's unreal. But before we continue, thank you, Tabitha. Hey, Scott. So I'm working from home. I am. Yes. Everyone's saying hello. Please do. I need a response ASAP. Okay. I will look at it tonight then.
Okay.
Yes. Hit that like button, everybody. Thank you. I know. Yeah. And she and what's really, really hard about it too is her age. Like if she was Bubba, our older dog, who's 16, obviously there's not much you wouldn't want to invest because it's not cheap, and you wouldn't want to invest that money. He's 16, turning 17, so yeah. But she is 8 months old.
What kills me is we're on a backcountry road out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
On a 90, there's like a 90-degree turn from where they came from, so
Mm-hmm.
they had to have been going like really fast.
Yeah.
To come around that corner and hit her hard enough to do that damage.
Yeah.
So,
yes, and like it really sucks because it was, and it's gonna sound bad that I'm saying this, but it was like the wrong timing, but everything just because she never leaves the property.
It was a perfect storm.
Yeah, perfect storm, and she hit them, or they hit her. And
my only concern is like if somebody's coming around a corner like that, what if there were kids out there?
Yes, and there have been several times, there have been like our grandkids, other neighbors' kids, a few neighbors' kids. They enjoy the peace and quiet of up here, and they for like go on walks, they go on bike rides. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So it's just one of those things. But hi Mercy. Hello, how are you? And is she done growing, and if not, can it be more difficult to repair? That's one of the questions that we're going to have for the surgeon. Mike called 3 times today. And the receptionist, she was nice, but she just, the surgeon was in surgery all day. And so we just have to wait.
Well, from what they told me at the other vets, what they can typically do is cut that part of the femur out totally. And so it no longer rests in the socket, but the muscles surrounding the leg hold it together so it can just like lay in there. I don't know how it would work.
I don't either.
As a leg at that point, because there's no structure to it.
And it would be missing like, this much of her leg. So yeah,
I mean,
it's tough.
basically
And
she'd be a 3-legged dog at that point. So
yeah,
I could see, but
yeah, we just have to wait to see until the surgeon calls us back and figures it out. But it's just been one of those, like, maybe I shouldn't put it out there. I'm like, we have deadlines and goals. And then my hand happens, which, by the way, my hand is, all the swelling is gone. The pain for 99% of the pain is gone, but I still, they're sending me, I went back to the ER to go get checked. And they're sending me, apparently, I still haven't got a call back, but they're sending me to a hand and wrist specialist because they're saying something's not right either. So I can still, I was going to say I can bend it, but something's still not right. And then it's comfortable. Like it wants to sit like this, over this finger. And, I noticed too, if you go to raise your hand up like this and you raise your fingertips, I'd have to turn the other way. But if I go to do that, I'm trying to, and it's just wanting to stay down. I have no flexation going the other way like this. I can't open jars with this hand at all. I can't take pen caps off. I can type though, because I still have full function of the fingertip.
You can't take pen caps, huh?
I can't, no, and I have an obsession with pens. So that's really, really hard for me. I know it sounds so petty, but it is really, really hard.
Sorry, I needed a good laugh. That was good, thank you.
I can't take. Does anyone else have a pen obsession, or is that just me?
It was one of those days. We got back from the vet, and the TV plug was chewed off.
Oh, yeah.
And
so Maggie gets hit by a car. And before all that, though, we hadn't really done much on the house because we were waiting for the plumber to come in, but our neighbors offered to come over and help Mike close the second floor in. And so they were doing that. And then
so I had to abandon my neighbors who came over to help. Thank God. And then on top of it, like we rush her into the vets, and then that's stressful, emotional. We get all the way back here, and I come in and I realize the TV plug is just chewed right off, which is an easy fix. Yes, I know, but it's just like
one
what?
of the cats had decided to, but not only chew the cord, the end off of our TV cord, the part that you plug in, but chewed it right down. So Mike
Right
had
to the quick.
Mike had to find another end of something that we don't use anymore, reattach it to the TV. And as just after, he's like, I'm so done today. I'm just so done because everything doesn't seem to be going our way for the last little bit. All of a sudden, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. So this part is an extendable part of the trailer. And all of a sudden, it started moving in on its own. Nobody was pushing the button.
Yeah, it just starts moving in. And then it stops. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So I get down and I start looking at the wires. There's a couple wires have been chewed off. So the cats weren't done with just one cord.
No.
And I'm like, okay. So I grab this dead end wire, chewed off. There's not attached to anything. It touches itself and the whole thing starts moving again. I'm like, what's going on? So it was just us. It was a perfect storm.
Yeah.
It was such a bad day. I was like, okay, it's just time to go to bed. There's nothing more.
You were so done.
Done. So done.
But you know what? We're laughing about it.
And all my buddies wanted to get together that night. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm just, no, it ain't happening.
Right? Oh, Scott says, oh, guys, sorry. Debbie is an x-ray tech, so I was showing her. She just said, wow, prayers for Maggie, right? Yeah, it's, I guess what boggles my mind more than anything is, especially because the people that did it saw Mike coming towards the dogs.
They slowed down, but they were probably 100 yards away.
Yeah. I'm not going to harbor hate, and I'm not going to harbor anger, and I'm not going to wish anything ill. I won't do that. I hope they know. I hope they know that it wasn't the right thing to do and that they are sorry, even if they can't come to us and tell us that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And maybe for all we know, it was a couple of kids and they got scared and you know what I mean?
Could have been.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Not that it's right, but there's always a reason for something. Even if we don't agree. That's how I'm not going to harbor. I mean, he wants to speak his truth, and it took a lot for me to get there. That's all I'll say. Please email me your address and confidence. I know guys that work in Black SUVs. Maybe. I
know guys who work in leather vests.
I do too, actually.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you know them too. I've seen them perform that operation on critter fixers. The dog runs like nothing was ever wrong once it's healed. That's what we're hoping. Good. Yeah. And oh, your screen just turned off. Yeah. That's what we're hoping. There we go. Hello, Grace. How are you?
Hey.
This is Kelly.
Okay, so
where did you go
for a vet?
Yes.
Check out VCA in Ottawa, best around. We had to hit an emergency vet on Sunday because it was Sunday
yesterday.
So it was down in Belleville.
Yeah, we went down to an emergency vet in Belleville, and then in Renfrew there's an orthopedic surgeon, which is what she would need.
Yeah.
And so if we don't hear back from them by tomorrow, like 9-10 o'clock, because we called them first thing in the morning, if we don't hear from them, then there's another place that this vet that we saw yesterday recommended. Apparently he's one of the best in Ontario, so I mean, of course that comes with cost, but at this point
I mean, he's down in Kingston, so we'll
it's a couple hours,
trying to find someplace a little closer, but it's an extra hour
because with Renfrew, you can drive there and then come back for the day because she'll need to stay there. Mm-hmm. And it all depends too. It really just depends on there's a lot of factors at play. So, I love colored pens. See? Okay, no, I have to show it. I do. Okay.
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna put you
somebody
guys.
pulled the cord.
Somebody pulled the cord. Okay. This is just some of the pens, but I told Mike the other day that the black and blue pens, they're closest to him because I have a whole section plus more of colored pens, and then these are markers and such. But I have an obsession. I think I have a box from when we moved that I have yet to unload, so it was my excuse to get a few more pens at the dollar store and at a couple other places. But I love pens. It would be you. You must have gotten the pen obsession from your dad. Yes, he has a lot of pens too. Where is the surgeon? What location? The surgeon's in Renfrew. Do you know?
I think it's
that
Princess Vet or something. I don't know.
And then there's another one in Kingston. We'd have to find out his name, but I can message you on Instagram.
I don't even know where my phone is.
Have a good night.
I don't know.
We can message them.
Yeah.
I'm back. We are in Canada, yes. I know those guys also. Good night, Marcy. Thank you. Carleton Place also is a good one. I've got a friend who's a vet. I can ask her if you'd like. Yes, because our goal now is to, get her fixed, get her out of pain.
Yeah. I wanted to get that done. I mean, that's definitely a priority.
Yeah.
I also have to go out. That's another thing. I don't even know if we talked about it last time. I called the plumber, and he got lost and got upset, so he's not coming out.
Yeah.
But
I will say because our address is, it's not that it's funny. There's just another road area that's half an hour away that's similar to ours. So we always go above and beyond when giving our address out. If someone's coming here, like, we are this road, not this lane. Make sure we send our drop pin for directions. And
I did all that.
And you gave an intersection too.
Oh yeah. I over phone conversation walked him every step of the way to get here. I said, I can also meet you at this corner place. And then I said, and also I'll send you the GPS pin drop location. So, like, all you got to do is punch it in on your phone, click the direction, go, and it gets you there. And when he called me, he said, yeah, I'm like down here on, I said, you're on Tower Lane. He goes, or
it's okay, the people that are here.
Anyways, he was like, yeah, I'm down here and it's this. And I said, well, did you use the GPS I sent you? And you could tell that he just realized he didn't do it. And he started to freak out and hung up. So good on him for catching that.
So there, let's move that back a little bit. I'm messaging Scott because Carleton Place isn't too far from us.
Yeah, I saw that one too, but I'm not familiar with Carleton Place as well as I am Renfrew.
Hold on one sec.
Anyway,
man the fort for a minute. I'm just gonna send.
Our place was easy to find. Well, I mean, I think you rode in with Darren, and Darren are like his parents have a place up this way anyway, so for him it was like pretty like simple. He knew exactly where we were. VCA is open 24/7 all year round, less than 2 hours. They did surgery on Joshua after I seen vet in Renfrew. We rushed to VCA and they got him in ASAP. Maybe it's with a call. Okay, yeah, totally.
That's awesome. See, and that's why we love coming on, because we have Kelly, we have Scott and his wife, and everyone's just focused, like, okay, where can we get her? And I love that. That's just awesome.
Tell everybody that we said hi. We miss them. We love them. Give the kids and hubby all of our loves.
Yes.
I know she's got to go.
Yes. So, so I sent off a picture to Scott.
Okay.
And then Yes. Okay. So that's awesome. We have a couple places that we can look up and see because I know too. Like they took her in right away, which was good. And okay, this is how sweet Miss Maggie is. So I sat in the back seat with her, and Mike drove. She was just to the
On the way to
on
the
the way to the vets, and so she was drooling uncontrollably because she was in so much pain, and the back seat was soaked. But then she laid her head on my arm, and so I let her. I didn't do anything except try to comfort her, and she puts her head up and she sees all the drool all over me and tries taking care of me and cleaning up her drool. And I'm
Did
like,
she really?
She totally did. She totally
Aw.
did. And then, yeah. And that's what's hard, I think, with animals because, like, for me, they're like my babies, right? All my kids are grown and gone. And so she's the little love bug. And you can't tell her that it's going to be okay. You can't tell her, I'm sorry you're in pain for 2, 3, 4 days, whatever it is. You can't tell her all of that. And so that's what I think is the hardest for me. And just being present and being there and, loving her and letting her know she's loved. And the pain meds, pain meds are pretty good for her. See, I don't see, are we even still on? Because I don't see the little Wi-Fi signal anymore. And again, the chat. Next week, I think if we come on, I think we're going to do every 2 weeks for a little bit for our lives. Just because, like I'm starting a new job, I'm learning that. We got to deal with Maggie, I got to deal with my hand. And so maybe every 2 weeks, but we're there. Okay. That's just weird because normally we see a little Wi-Fi signal. But Mike did. Oh, that's another thing you did. You cut down quite a few trees in our path, so we don't have.
That was fun too, because I was cutting them at like about 4 feet high, so that I could use them as fence posts.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was interesting. That was fun. Yeah.
I will, Mama.
Makes for a very tiring day when you cut down I think it was 6 trees. And then I cut them all up and moved them all, and then burned a bunch of the brush, moved a bunch of brush.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big day.
Hey guys,
Hey.
Okay. So I started work today, so that was awesome. Had a really good day for that. And I don't know if you saw our Facebook post, but we're Miss Maggie, the puppy. It was hit by a car yesterday, so and she has a broken femur, a really bad broken femur, so we're dealing with that, and then we're trying to find a surgeon to fix her. So it's we've had a good day today. Yesterday not so much, but
good news is that the plumber's coming in, so that'll get taken care of.
When?
On the 21st.
Okay, so 3 more days.
3 more days.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so that'll get done, which means then from right after that we can get the concrete pulled in.
Yes, which I'm excited for.
Yes.
But I think again, we're cutting this live short tonight. I'm exhausted. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Maggie woke me up 2 or 3 times last night.
And then nerves too.
Yeah, I was nervous because it was my first day at my new job.
That's always the case. Even first day of school, first day of work, you never sleep right.
No, I never do. And I don't know why, because I went into it too. I feel good.
No, everybody does that. I don't sleep well at all.
No,
never. Of
course, it's the night you stir, right? You stir until
Oh yeah. I was nervous too, I think, because I wanted to make sure everything went smooth. I don't know how many times I rolled over last night.
Yeah. And then Miss Maggie, she just basically lays there for the most part, but the pain meds wore off probably around 5, and so she started stirring around then, but we couldn't give it to her until
after 6.
So so she was stirring and we were trying to comfort her, and then of course taking her to the bathroom is really hard. But it is what it is, and just like everything else, get there one day at a time, and we can stop taking all the bad luck. Though I don't know if you asked for it, but
Oh, I prayed hard. And I gotta find a wiring diagram for that motor.
Which motor? Oh, for the trailer.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I have to figure out where I have to wire it to, because obviously I found the wire that controls the motor going one direction, but I need it to go the other direction.
Yeah, and our trailer is, I'm gonna say about 8 inches smaller.
Yeah.
The tip out came in on its own yesterday, so the cats chewed the wires, and so we've closed the window. They're no longer allowed in.
Yeah. That far.
So, well, that's 6. So that's more like 10 inches.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, we just wanted to pop on and keep ourselves and say hello. What's back there?
Yes.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. And if you're the praying kind, give a couple prayers for Miss Maggie. Oh, she looked at me. She's like, you called my name. But yeah, so
Pretty good.
thank you guys. And
As always,
take care.
and God bless.
Okay, bye-bye.